Salutation, everyone. Good morning. I have been boiling my towel since last night. I wanted to show you a little trick that I do. I add a half a lemon and some orange peels as it helps with the odor. It's important that if there's any kind of meat on your fat that you remove that. Okay, my lovely people, it is time to discard all of the bits in here. In the meantime, I'm just going to scoop all of this stuff out. Taking all the bits out of there, I'm going to strain it and transfer it to this pot. I wanted to mention, you see, these are all the impurities that the salt will pull. And I have to say that so far it's looking pretty good considering. I'm gonna have to strain it a couple of times. My last strain is gonna be through a cheesecloth just to ensure that I get a really nice clean product. Hey guys, I have a confession to make. This has been in my refrigerator for over a week because I had company and I put it off. So I'm getting ready to remove the tallow from the top and do another boil of water to clean it some more. I also want to show you that it has very little sediment. You can see this is all that I took off. Hey guys, so we are back. I think this is like my fourth time of the tallow, and you can see it's pretty white. I will say this. I have seen a lot of videos and everyone says that it doesn't smell, that it's really clean. And yes, it's clean, but I do still detect a smell. Now, with that being said, I believe it to be because this fat was not taken from around the liver and kidneys. I think that's why the smell is still, I still can smell beef. And I'm not really crazy about that odor. But if you are okay with it, then by all means, I'm just sharing my experience. As you saw in the beginning of the video, I added a half a lemon in it to try and cut that odor. But it did cut it some, but not all the way. Okay, so I cut it through the middle to make it easier for me to lift and to show you how it's looking and how the water looks. You see, it's still releasing some. The water's a little bit murky and you still have a little bit of residue there. You can see it, those little dark little spots, which then you can just scrape off and do another run. I'm gonna go ahead and put it through again. Now I want you to see how I'm scraping off some of that brown stuff, that sediment off, and I'm gonna run it again. Every time you do this process, you gotta scrape some of that stuff off, or else it defeats the purpose. It'll stick back in there when you put it back in the refrigerator. This is a good piece to show you. See how much it has? You want all of that stuff off. Okay guys, this is gonna be my last washing of the tallow. I'm gonna go ahead and I cleaned my pot, washed it. I'm gonna add some salt, as you see me do here. I'm going to attempt to add some white distilled vinegar, only because vinegar neutralizes odors. And I'm going to see if that helps it. And I hope it does so I can share it with you. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop my tallow in there and give it another quick boil. Let it solidify overnight and we should be done. Now I will say, this is a long process. I don't know that I will be doing this again. It's a lot of work. But then again, the other side of me, I don't want to buy it from store-bought or anything like that because I like to make sure I know what goes into my food. Okay, guys, so here we go. This is what it looks like while it's boiling. I'm going to shut it off, allow it to cool, and then it's going to go in the fridge overnight. And we'll check it tomorrow, and hopefully that'll be the end. I won't have to do it again. Again, I say you're going to do this method as many times as you see fit. For me, like I said, I want to get most of that smell out and I want to get the cleanest product I can. So that's why I have chosen to do this process several times. It is a tedious process, but it is worth it if you want to eat healthier. That's all I have to say. Tomorrow, let me see. Let me open this so I can show you inside. So you can see it. And you don't want a rolling boil. You just want a soft boil. But you see that? Well, it's not smelling as strong, but it still does have that gamey smell to me. Okay, guys, so this is the end of the road. I'm going to go ahead and take it out. I believe I have achieved what I'm looking for. Look at the water, how clean it is. That's a good sign. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out and drop it in this vessel. What I'm going to do now is kind of
melt it a little bit so I can get the rest of the water to go to the bottom, and then I shall be done. Pretty pleased with the outcome. It's very clean. You saw the water. I didn't have any more residue left on the tallow itself. So let me get to, I'm going to pop it in the microwave for a couple of seconds just to melt it down. Not to heat it up thoroughly, but just to melt it down smoothly. Okay guys, so I melted the tallow. This is what I'm left with. It's gonna solidify more water at the bottom. I did not add water. I'm just gonna let this solidify and get cold, and then I can pull it out and get the rest of the water out, and then I'm ready to use. Okay guys, I'm giving you the honest truth about tallow. I still can smell that gamey beef smell, no matter what I did. So whoever says it doesn't smell or it smells it does not. It still smells like beef. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest, because I don't like that gamey smell. And I only used mine in the fridge, and I used a little, as you can see right there. But I am not at all a fan of the aroma because, like I said, it still smells like beef. No matter how much I tried, I still get that beefy smell. I know it's good for you. I know it has a lot of benefits, but I'm going to have to figure out a way to use it and offset that gamey beef smell. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you. My rice tastes like beef. Very light, but it still tastes like beef. Not a fan.